Hello and welcome to New Mexico Rising. My name is Dan. You know, each and every week I try to bring people from across the country to talk to me about things we can do right here in New Mexico. And on this week's show, we got this.
Up on the roof of that machine, we've got a whole series of solar panels. So when you're out in nature, those panels are going to be drawing energy from the sun, putting it back into the battery pack.
We also add in a lot of extra bells and whistles to incentivize people to stay healthy. So that's things like a $150 gift card incentive for doing things like seeing their doctor.
All of that and more right here on New Mexico Rising. With healthcare costs climbing, a lot of folks are trying to look for ways to get reliable coverage for themselves and families. Individual and family plans have been getting some attention lately, but what are they and how can they help? Andrea Kristzal from United Healthcare is here to kind of break it all down for us. Welcome to the show, Andrea. How are you?
Thanks for having me, Dan. How are you doing today?
I'm doing okay. So far, so good. That's a good start to start a day with, at least. Let's start with explaining what are individual and family plans, and who might these be good for?
So individual and family plans are designed really just for anyone who doesn't have access to quality, affordable health care. So this could be someone who retired early and hasn't quite gotten to Medicare age. This could be someone who's self-employed. Maybe they own a salon or a restaurant, or they work for a small business and they're not offered health insurance. So a large chunk of the American population qualifies for these plans.
So what benefits do these plans offer that people may not realize?
You know, in New Mexico, these plans are actually very, very rich. Be Well New Mexico is the state-based exchange, and they've done such a phenomenal job of really baking in benefits to make sure everything that is needed is covered. So this is covering things like primary care physician visits, making sure they're getting those physicals, cancer screenings, blood work, maternity care, hospitalizations, surgeries. All of that is table stakes. At United Healthcare, we also add in a lot of extra bells and whistles to incentivize people to stay healthy. So that's things like a $150 gift card incentive for doing things like seeing their doctor or enrolling on the website to make sure they're kept in the know with what's going on with their plan. They also have access to things like gym memberships. If they want a digital membership to do some workouts at home and stay healthy, or they want to go to a brick and mortar gym. Also having access to things like vision and dental benefits, low-cost prescription drugs are all baked into those plans.
And honestly, I'm scared of shopping for insurance because the biggest thing is cost. It scares me. Are there any resources out there to help make health coverage a little more affordable?
Absolutely. There's so many wonderful resources, especially in New Mexico. So there's a number of federal resources that have been put into these plans to make them even more affordable than they already are. And then the state of New Mexico has done a really, really good job with the enhanced turquoise savings plans as well to add even more affordability into everyone in the market to make sure everyone has access to quality, affordable healthcare coverage. In fact, at United Healthcare, 50% of our members pay $0 a month for their coverage, and over 90% qualify for some sort of subsidy.
Andrea, thanks for joining me this morning. Where can we go for more information and check out some of the options?
Great question. So the best place to check is uhc.com/exchange. You can type in your zip code, look at the plans yourself, or if you want to talk to one of our team members to help you navigate the complexities of the healthcare landscape, they're there for you as well. Again, uhc.com/exchange.
Andrea, thanks for joining me this morning.
Thanks for having me.
As the holidays approach, planning the perfect get-together can be a challenge. From setting the scene to prepping great food, there's a lot to consider. So today we are joined by Chef Tregaye Wright, a Food Network star, winner and host of Tregaye's Way on the OWN network. Chef Tregaye has mastered the arts of entertaining, and she's here to help us out and share a few tips for crowd-pleasing dishes to decorating shortcuts. Welcome to the show, Chef Tregaye. How are you?
Good. Thanks for having me.
All right. Give us a good place to kind of start when we're trying to plan this new holiday get-together.
Yes. Listen, you're always going to want to start by proper planning, okay? I talk about this all the time in my cookbook kitchen conversations with Chef Tregaye. Before every recipe, we go through the grocery list. It's super important so you're not running back and forth to the store. You're not forgetting things. It just makes it an easier process to cook your meal.
So what is something that is always included on your menu?
You know what? Peanut butter is just my jam. I've been really dibbling and dabbling into a lot of different peanut butter items. So when planning the food for the holiday gathering, peanut butter is a great choice. The flavor of peanut butter resonates with people's favorite food and family connections, right? And that's why I show recipes like my peanut butter whipped cream on my show Tregaye's Way, because you can reduce stress on the day of by choosing to make some items ahead of time, like this no-bake peanut butter pie that can be made stored room temperature or in the freezer. You can give guests a healthier choice by upgrading that veggie tray with this Thai peanut butter dip, or you can check out these holiday candies that can be made ahead and served at any party as a gift.
Can you recommend probably a side dish that would work for pretty much any dinner or party?
Absolutely. Let me tell you something. Holiday, regular day, any day, Bush's baked beans is going to be the side of choice. I love Bush's. They're the ultimate holiday meal hack, allowing you to put your own twist on casseroles or other go-to holiday dishes without that extra effort. And they add comforting, flavorful addition to the complements any spread, and it completes any meal, making gatherings effortless and memorable. So whether you're serving turkey, mashed potatoes, or baked ham, the sweet taste of Bush's baked beans enhance each dish. Now, whether it's their original, their brown sugar hickory, or any other flavor variety, serving Bush's baked beans is an absolute must.
All right, so how do we decorate? Make it easy for us.
Yes, listen, if we're gonna decorate, let's jazz it up. Let's get creative. Let's get real custom with Cricut Joy's extra smart cutting machine. You can cut, you can write, you can draw, you can foil on more than 50 materials, including vinyl, iron-on cardstock, to effortlessly create magic for your guests with personalized holiday decor, custom table settings, a festive party favor. You can upload and cut your own designs or choose from the easy-to-learn Cricut Design Space Library to take your holiday parties to the next level with projects that can be created in less than 30 minutes. It's a great way to get everyone into the holiday spirit.
All right, do you have any other holiday hacks that you could share?
Yes, this is a fun one. This is like a techie tip, especially you know how you leave and your mom used to say, turn those lights off? Well, sometimes we leave and we forget and we think about it on the way down the street. Okay, the GE Sync Outdoor Smart Plug can easily control your holiday string lights, icicles, and inflatable decorations comfortably from the inside of your home or from anywhere. You can design for outdoor use. Each socket can be controlled individually or grouped together in the Sync app based on your schedule and unique needs, giving you that one-touch control of your whole yard. And an added level of comfort and convenience, Sync Outdoor Smart Plug makes it easy to add smart tech to your patios, outdoors, just in time for the holidays, available at Target or Target.com.
Chef Tregaye Wright, where can we go for more information?
For more information, you guys can head over to tipsontv.com.
Chef Tregaye, thanks for joining me this morning.
All right.
Today, we are excited to have automotive expert James Bell giving us an exclusive look at the 2024 SEMA Show in Las Vegas. The show is known for showcasing the latest innovations in performance, styling, and technology, with thrilling trends and futuristic concepts in the automotive world. James will walk us through the highlights and share what we can expect on the road in the near future. Welcome, James.
It's my pleasure. Thank you for having me on.
What is new and different at this year's SEMA Show? Are there any big reveals or trends that stand out to you?
Well, the big reveal has been the machine that's over my shoulder right here. That's the Kia Weekender concept. And what we wanted to do was, because Kia is already so big into electrification and, whether it's hybrid, plug-in hybrid, or full EV, we know that's the future. The industry knows that that's the future. So we wanted to bring something special here. We're living in some interesting times. I guess that's safe enough to say. The idea of getting back with friends and family, to get off the grid, to get out into nature, feels like a pretty smart idea right now. So we wanted to bring electrification to that idea with the Weekender concept. And what I love about it is, as a full EV, you're not creating emissions, you're not needing gasoline, you're not spilling oil, everything is much cleaner for the environment, and it uses the environment to put energy back into the battery pack. Here's how that works. Up on the roof of that machine, you've got a whole series of solar panels. So when you're out in nature, those panels are going to be drawing energy from the sun, putting it back into the battery pack. But what's really neat, and what a lot of people here at SEMA have been excited about, is what we call turbo hybrid wheels on the side. They basically are fans built into each wheel. So as you're driving, the wind going by will turn those fans and create more electricity going back into the battery pack. When you arrive at your destination, maybe you're parked up on top of a hilltop or a plateau, and there's a breeze going by the machine. That breeze is going to turn those fans, create electricity that's going back into the wheels. Let's say to get to your favorite camping spot, you have to go through a little stream or cross some water. As the water goes by the wheels, those fans spin and electricity is produced once again. So it's the idea of getting off the grid, connecting with friends and family, doing what's important and exciting, but doing it in a sustainable way. That's what Kia is all about.
Can you give us an insight into the kinds of vehicles we might be driving in the near future?
Well, SEMA is number one, it's about, the future of vehicles. So yes, electrification is definitely the way it's going. And so we're pretty excited to see that on behalf of Kia. But I think customization, the idea of taking your current car or maybe your next car and making it real personal, making it yours. I'm seeing a lot of customizing trends like wrapping the car. That was a new technology maybe 5 or 6 years ago. Today, here in 2024, it's very affordable. It's very easy to find places that are doing it. And the technology is so good, you could turn turn the outside of your car yellow or purple or any color you want to do. Drive it for a little while, make it express your personality. If it doesn't work for you in 2 years, the wrap comes right off, no harm done to the paint, and on to the next.
That actually sounds so cool.
It is, you're right.
Have you seen any standout concept vehicles that really capture the future of automotive design and innovation?
I think probably the Kia Adventure concept is a good example of that. This is actually a car that's built on something you could buy today, which is the Kia EV9. But what we did was take that EV9 and then amplify it, make it more rough and ready, make it ready for those off-road adventures, but also an expression of your personality. Some have said that the EV9 that you could buy today just needs a little tougher looking wheels and tires. And with the Adventure that we come out with here at SEMA, you can see it yourself.
It sounds pretty exciting. Where can we go for more information?
Well, that's easy. I would go to kia.com. There you can have a whole section on the adventure and weekender concepts that we have on display here at SEMA. And then I also recommend going to SEMA.org, SEMA.org. That is a great location to have all the passion, all the energy, all the companies that are on display here. Have a good chance to see what they're up to and see the future.
Thanks for joining us today, James.
My pleasure. Thank you.
Today we're diving into a world of magic and adventure with a friend of mine, author B. Donaldson. Her new book, Pabulum, is the first in the Serdwin series, and it's a middle school fantasy fiction novel filled with captivating characters and imaginative storytelling. B is here to share how this enchanting series came to life and what readers can expect from its magical journey beyond the cover. So welcome to the show, my friend, B. Donaldson. How are you, my friend?
I'm doing great. Thanks for having me.
All right. We got to get to, where did the idea of Pabulum come to you? And was there like a particular moment or inspiration that was behind it?
Honestly, it came one day. I was hanging out with my friend Amber, and we were eating like a pint of Ben & Jerry's half-baked ice cream. And I was imagining this like little person climbing up the mountains of ice cream. And then it just kind of unfolded from there. And the next 6 hours I spent in her living room writing it all down, page after page. And then it just kind of came out something different than what I had imagined, but all on its own. I swear the story just kind of told me what it wanted from it. So that's, I'm not really sure where it came from, just out of the ether.
And I'm flipping through it. Some of the illustrations, they add so much to the story. How did you envision the collaboration with Emily Yohalem? And what was that process like?
Emily is one of my best friends, and I had just had my son, and she was pregnant with hers. So we were hanging out, having a little mom powwow, and she had a bunch of her sketches out. And I noticed a couple of them just seemed perfect for what I was writing. And so one of the characters that she already had, just like a fun, I ended up putting in the book, Calyx. I don't know if I can find the illustration of him quickly. But from there, she started reading the book, and she put together a few characters. And after that, that was all I could see in my mind when I was picturing the storyline, was just her art. And so I wanted her to be a part of it because I think she's such a brilliant artist, and really just wanted her work out into the world a little bit more.
And middle school readers are kind of a unique audience. How did you approach writing a story that would probably resonate with them while also offering more of a broader appeal to others?
I absolutely love middle school. I think they're so funny and full of questions and just so much imagination and life. And I guess I have always really enjoyed middle school age fantasy novels. That's kind of my favorite genre to read, even as an adult. Of course, I like adult fantasy novels, but I always go back to those lighthearted stories about trying to overcome either an outside or an internal struggle. And I feel like even as adults, we can all still resonate with that. So it's a story that's written for a middle school age now, or your inner middle schooler, and will just hopefully appeal to all ages. Yeah.
And I kind of commend you for starting off by putting your first book, calling it part 1 of the Sarah Wood series. That means you got to do more. What can readers look forward to in the rest of the Sarah Wood series? And are there hints about where that story will go after Pabulum?
Yes. So I did write a little bit of a spoiler, an epilogue. And I have 2 books in the lineup. I'm hoping to keep it just a series of 3. Fingers crossed. It was only supposed to be 1 book when I started, so it has grown into more than that. But book 2 will be Pariah, and book 3 is Anathema. And it'll dive a little bit more into some of the history of the island, and it will then take us on more journeys with our characters. So,
and when you finish those, you better come back and share them with us here, all right? Because I'll be happy to help you promote. For those that are excited to check out the series, where can they get their hands on Pabulum, and how can they stay connected with some of the updates that you also have?
Sure. So you can get it immediately from Amazon right now. You can just Google Pabulum, the book title, and it should pop up. If you are in Albuquerque, there's a couple of bookstores that it's in right now, Organic Books and Tidal Waves. And you can also go to Bootstrap Publications website. It's just bootstrappublications.com. My personal page would be /B Donaldson, BEA Donaldson. So you'll be able to get updates there, and you can also follow the Instagram page. It's at the Sarah Dwen series. So I'll be posting all of the updates and everything there as well. So.
If you want to get a copy of B. Donaldson's books, you can make sure you go to Amazon or go to our website, NewMexicoRising.com. We're going to have it available there for you to purchase as well. B, absolutely love you. Thanks for joining me this morning, my friend.
Yeah, love you too.
G'day. Welcome to the Great White North. I'm Bob. This is Doug McKenzie.
What'd you say?
Nothing. I was just introducing people here.
Oh.
Okay. This is AV. He works over at 101.3 The Hustle in town.
Hello.
Which is a radio station. And he's doing something cool for New Mexicans. He's trying to keep them warm. That's why we're wearing the hats, even though we should be wearing coats because we're not.
That's all right, though.
It's because we donated them.
But, since we are talking about coats covering New Mexico, we're not, we're okay if you bring hats or scarves or gloves, whatever. But we're really focusing on coats. That's it.
So you were trying to show the love to some New Mexicans with a thing called Coats Covering New Mexico.
Yes.
The idea is you're taking donations for coats.
Right.
Who are you going to be giving these coats to? And if they need a coat, how can they sign up for that coat?
So it's two parts to this. What we'll do is we'll start off by saying Coats Covering New Mexico really wants to focus on you out there in the public, here in the community, going into your closet and taking coats out that you haven't worn in a while, maybe your kids have outgrown, because we both know that we probably have a backlog of coats, and there's no reason for us to have more than 1 or 2 coats in our closet. But you've probably got more than that, right?
I got a lot of dumb coats, though. I don't know if people want my coats.
If it's going to keep someone warm, it definitely could change. We all know the weather's been changing the last couple of days. So that's really what we're focusing on. So I know, me personally, I get rid of at least 3 to 4 coats every season by donating them for Coats Covering New Mexico. So that's what we're doing, is we're taking those coat donations. And then on the other end, who needs coats, you said? Well, kids need coats, grown-ups need coats. A lot of people need coats. So those coats could be in your closet right now. And it's very easy. If you are in need of a coat, then what you do is you fill out a request by jumping on coatscoveringnm@gmail.com. Give us the size and gender in that email. And of course, contact information. Like, we have to know how to get a hold of you.
Exactly. Well, you'll get their email.
Right.
And you can respond.
Exactly.
But it just makes it quicker.
Right. A phone number makes it a lot easier. So, with that being said, we're working with Locker 505. The donations will go there. They'll clean them, get them ready, and then we'll shoot them over to YMCA, where you can pick up your coat. And just like that, you're warm for the season.
Look at that. You're going to cover New Mexico with coats.
That's it.
That's it.
Yeah.
That's a really clever idea.
Thanks.
Okay, where did it come from, though?
So the idea actually, the backstory of the idea was we used to work on a radio station.
Oh, I was there. That's why I was trying to glean to that a little bit. I know exactly where it came from.
Wild 106, and we used to do something called Bras Across the Bosque. And we would have women donate bras to build breast cancer awareness.
Okay.
But the problem was that we didn't have anything to do with the bras at the end.
It just got weird at the end. Yeah.
So I was like, well, let's take that concept, but let's utilize it towards coats.
And do good for New Mexico.
And repurpose the coats, and warm up some families. So that's where it was born.
Coats covering New Mexico.
That's it.
With AV and everybody over at 101.3 The Hustle.
That's it.
Where can they go for what information one more time?
One more time, you can either jump on our Facebook, Hustle 1013, or you could just email us if you do have a request at coatscoveringnm@gmail.com.
All right. Well, thanks for joining me today.
Yeah.
And hopefully we could get you a few more coats to cover New Mexico.
That'd be great. That'd be great.
Tyler Perry's latest drama, Beauty in Black, is already bringing some serious intrigue on Netflix. The show follows 2 women from very different walks of life as their worlds collide in unexpected ways. So today, I got Crystle Stewart, who plays Mallory, and Taylor Polidore Williams, who stars as Kimmy, here to give us an inside look on the series. Welcome to the show, you two.
Hello. Hey, Dan. Thanks for having us.
All right, Beauty in Black brings together 2 very different characters on a collision course. Can you tell us about your characters and how their paths cross in this series?
Okay. So, like you said, Dan, I play Kimmy. And when we find Kimmy, she is just trying to survive. She is a product of an abusive household, was kicked out as a young person, and she's found herself in this whirlwind, crazy world, working in a strip club, being trafficked. It's literally the worst of the worst happening. And Mallory is a huge source of inspiration to her. And the way that the worlds collide is something that you have to watch, because it is the entire story, but it collides in the the most menacing way, the most crazy way. Yeah.
Yes, yes. And Mallory, I'm this businesswoman, owns this hair company, a super mogul, millionaire, and my public persona is like carefully crafted. Like, so I'm philanthropic, I have a perfect family, everything is great, I'm very friendly, I love my fans, but behind closed doors, I'm like this vindictive bee. I'm completely like, just mean, I guess you could say.
To say the least.
And vindictive. So she's inspiring to be like me, but she doesn't know how I am behind closed doors.
And Tyler Perry is transcendent in film and culture. I consider him one of the best filmmakers of all time who kind of changed filmmaking. How was it working with him? And how did it help kind of shape your performances, and how did he support or cater to your needs to build the characters that you needed to put on screen?
I'm glad he trusted me with this role, to be honest. This is something very different for me. When I worked with him, I had it was a comedy show called For Better or Worse, and it was all laughter and fun and giggles, but this one is just drama, and more drama. And he really believed in me and felt that I could do this role. For my personality is completely different from Mallory, so I really had to, just show my acting chops. And he believed in me. He pulled it out. He's like, you can pull it from somewhere. You've had things that happened in your life. Pull it from there and give me Mallory to its fullest. So I hope I made him proud.
Yeah, echoing that. Very honored. I worked with Tyler for the first time this summer with Divorce in the Black, which came out on Amazon Prime. And that experience was so quick because it was a movie.
His movie,
which is a complete different thing. So when Beauty in Black came about with Kimmy, I was like, this is heavy. It's very heavy. Very different than anything I've ever played before. And his confidence in me gave me the confidence to do what I needed to do. And filming was an absolute joy. Like, I had already worked with him before. And like Crystle said, he can just pull things out of you. Things that I might be like, was that okay? And he's like, I got it. Yeah. And he does.
Yeah. And
he does.
Like, okay, that was
good. It is complete trust. And he's spot on.
Yeah.
And now that the show is out, what do you think viewers can expect from part 1 of Beauty in Black, and what are you guys most excited for audiences to see?
I am so excited for people. They are going to be like, this is so insane. Next episode. It's one of those things.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's definitely binge worthy. It's sexy, it's edgy, it's dramatic, and it's so many characters. I feel the audience will find someone that they can resonate with or just fall in love with.
It's gritty.
Mm-hmm.
All right, don't miss Beauty in Black. It's now streaming on Netflix. Catch the drama and make sure you follow along as the story unfolds. You can find part 1 of the 16-episode series right now, so head over to Netflix and start watching. Crystle, Stewart, Taylor Polidore Williams, thank you two for joining me this morning.
Thanks, Dan. You have a good one.
And that is it for New Mexico Rising. I want to thank you for tuning in and checking out the show. If you actually want to be on the show, email me. That is newmexicorising@gmail.com. Follow us on social media. We are at Facebook and on Instagram. Go to our website right now, newmexicorising.com, and we got a family 4-pack of VIP tickets to Red One that we're going to be giving away for this Tuesday night screening. If you want to go to that show, all you got to do is go to our website, newmexicorising.com, fill out the form for a family 4-pack of VIP tickets where you get to skip the line and be part of our guest list to Red One, the new Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson movie, this Tuesday night at a secret theater in Albuquerque. Till next week, that was New Mexico Rising.